Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Wednesday morning. It's November 30th. It's 5:42 a.m. Happy Wednesday. This is a little show that I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me sharing some things I'm going through, sharing a little bit about life. And if you think about it, life is really the most interesting story of all. And it's also about me sharing a little bit about my emotions and the ups and downs that we have. Kind of the roller coaster that is life. For those that have been watching a while, you know Holly's very excited today. She didn't go out back. She thought I should take her for a walk as soon as I rolled out of bed. It's not going to happen. I got to drink my coffee first. As I mentioned, for those of you that have been watching a while, you know it's a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's a hazelnut. I'd considered the hazelnut over the last several days. I kept saying, nah. Today I said, yeah. And I'm not disappointed. Maybe there's a lesson to be learned in that. Maybe that's what my show could be about. Saying yeah and not nah. I don't know. Oh. So how are you guys doing? How you feeling? I just sleep. I slept wonderfully. I worked last night. It was kind of strange. I did a shift as a UPS driver. I had a court appearance in the morning, so I couldn't work in the morning. And I worked, started at 3 o'clock, and it was kind of a dark gray day. I got picked up out in West Chicago, and worked till 7. And it was raining towards the end and dark. And let me tell you, delivering packages, I mean, it was still fun. It was still great. It was still totally fine, and everyone was friendly and everything was cool. But a little more challenging at night when it's raining. You know, first of all, you want to keep the packages dry. So there's big bags you got to put over them when you drop them off at the door. Secondly, and more importantly, it's really hard seeing the street addresses at night. I mean, I wasn't even really in charge of it. I'm the driver helper. The driver had to get me where to go and tell me where to take the package. I honestly have no idea how he could see the street addresses at all. I don't know. To be hired as a driver for UPS, you must need really good night vision because I couldn't see where I was taking them. But anyway, it was good. I got home. So I got home at like 7:30, took Holly for a walk. By the time I got ready to eat, it was 8 o'clock. I think I was asleep before 9, and it felt so good. I laid on my couch, as I have a tendency to do, and I was considering trying to find something to watch. And, when you flip through the channels, you might find yourself on the news, or even choosing a documentary sometimes for me can be, I wouldn't say stressful, but I'd say you got to make a choice. And instead, I came across this channel or a video of waves coming in, just the sound of waves and waves coming in. And there might have been a little, mellow music in the background, but I'm not sure. It might have just been waves. And, it felt so good to lay on my couch and unwind to the sound of the crashing waves or the mellow ocean. And it just felt so good. And I probably was only awake for like 2.5 minutes listening to the waves until I woke up 3 hours later and the waves were still crashing. Crawled to my bed. I didn't really crawl, I walked. But went to bed and got some really good sleep, and it felt so good. I woke up at just about 5 o'clock and I don't know, laid in bed and didn't want to get out. And I'm going to be working today, but I don't know what time I start. So I had no real reason to jump out of bed at this time at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was laying there feeling so comfortable. And I felt a calling, a longing. And I figured, was time to get the coffee. For a while, I was wondering how I could invent something to get me the coffee while I laid in bed. But I didn't think the technology existed at this moment for it to happen, at least this morning. So the question that came to me is, why did God invent coffee? And the obvious answer was to get people out of bed. Otherwise, we just lay there in comfort and in relaxation and just enjoy the peace and the quiet and the warmth that is bed. So I guess I'll probably leave you with that. It's a cold and windy day today here in Naperville, Illinois. I think it's like 23 degrees. I heard the wind coming through. I'm going to be working. I'm going to be trying to hold on to my packages as the wind tries to take me away. I'm going to have to get bundled up nice and warm, maybe wear a lot of layers and wear a couple coats. But I'm looking forward to that. And I'm so looking forward to the day. And I feel so good after a good night's sleep. It's amazing, and I was thinking about some of the things that I've walked away from in the last year and a half. And I mean, that's a subject for another show probably. But I mean, I just was thinking about it and kind of feeling proud about it, honestly, but also feeling a little overwhelmed with the changes I've taken on. I've given up alcohol. I've given up pot. I've gotten out of a relationship that was mutually not good. I'm walking away, I think, honestly, from a career that I think has led to much more heartbreak than joy. And, that's probably that's one of the biggest ones of all, something that you define yourself with, for much of your life. And I haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to end up or, all the answers for sure. But I like the changes I'm making, and I'm excited about the good, healthy night's sleep I got and the work I'm going to be doing today and where I'm at and where I'm headed in life. And that just feels real, real good, because for a lot of times in my life, I wasn't so sure that I was on the right path or doing the right things or feeling good or, being where I should. And I don't know if I'm where I should at the moment, and I'm excited to see where I'll be. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you stay warm if you're local. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are living in the moment as best you can. And I say that to you as advice for me, because I always worry about the future, so I'm trying to focus on the moment. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.